want to welcome everybody to the channel here, to Texas Freedom Protectors. We appreciate everybody that's watching this video. We're trying to do this once a month. This is the Commander's Corner, where you get to hear from your leadership in the organization, things that are happening, things that are up and coming, and how we are doing. And we're also going to be having different members every single month of the organization, so that way everybody gets to know who's in the leadership that's involved in the organization, who are the members that are doing things from different zones. So we just want to make sure that everybody gets to meet everybody in the organization. We've got some great people, and we want to make sure that you get to know them. So with that being said, what I'm going to do is go ahead and get started. I'm going to have some questions, but for each of the members here that people have been asking about, and so we can get everybody some answers. Right off the back, I want to introduce our colonel for the organization, Colonel Brady. And Colonel Brady, good to have you here. I appreciate you coming on. And for those that don't know me, I apologize. I'm Lieutenant Commander Hector Quinones for the organization. Last I heard, I'm still am. So, but Colonel Brady, there's some new exciting news that just happened, and I'm going to go ahead and let you speak to that and share with the organization what that news is. Go ahead, sir.
Thank you, Commander. This news is about a year in the making. About a year ago, we filed for our 501c3 exemption, and for anybody that doesn't know what that means, it's basically our we are tax free. Basically, we have many advantages we can take advantage of with this. We can accept donations, we can accept grants. People that donate to our organization will be able to write off their donations on their taxes. And this is news that we have been waiting for since the beginning. And it's a great thing. And for an organization like ours who, provides a public service and who needs funds to travel and help and medical kits and so forth and so on, that all takes money, and we rely on the donations of generous people, and we have to generate our own income somehow, simply by requesting donations, having raffles, or doing something to generate revenue in order to be able to help and be at these disaster sites and help people. We've been basically doing it out of pocket now for a year, and that's okay. It's given everybody a really good feeling of help. And now maybe we can get a little help ourselves, on the financial side, where we can be ready for these things, when they hit, and we can roll out a whole lot easier and be some of the first people on scene to help and give much needed water, clothing, food, necessities that are needed. But it's been a long time coming, as of course we all know. The federal government takes their time, and last week we did get that approval, and it's very exciting, and it puts us in the realm of really being able to do good, and that's what we're all about, and that's why we're excited about this new designation, and able to accept donations and accept anything, and we can write a receipt for you, and you can take that off off your taxes. So we are, as they would say in the business world, officially legitimate at this point.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And that's pretty exciting for the simple reason that I know the organization and members of the organization, especially this, this last month is another great example, have been out there doing, involved in the community and taking and donating food and clothing. And so that members have donated and have worked really hard to acquire to be able to do that. So now with being able to do this and being able to receive funds from different organizations as well, it's exciting to know that we're going to be able to reach out a lot more and be more prepared for different functions like you just were talking about. We just got a request. I believe we just got a request from somebody to help out in Zone 8 area. Forgot what city that actually was, asking if we could have memberships helping out there with chainsaws and different things. And so these are the things that these funds are going to be able to help to be able to have those supplies and equipment for our members to even do more for the community and be even a bigger resource. Colonel, I know that you have worked really hard this last year and you've been the spearhead on this to getting that moving. And we really appreciate all that work. And then finally, finally coming to fruition. So it's pretty exciting. It's pretty awesome. So good job. We appreciate all that work. So thanks, sir.
It gives us a chance to be proactive rather than reactive. You know, we have a trailer full ready to go in any direction rather than, okay, let's take donations and see what we can get. A week later, get on the road. We can really get help to the people that need it right away.
That's what it's all about. So I again, as one of the members, I definitely appreciate all that work and the spearheading that, and then and staying with it. And now we're there. So it's pretty exciting, I think, for everybody. The with that being said, I'm gonna talk to the commander. I'm sorry, our skipper, commanding officer, Chaz. Chaz, you've got some pretty cool stuff that you've been working on. A lot of people just really don't know some of the stuff that's just behind the scenes on things that you've been working on. And I can honestly say it's some pretty amazing stuff. I've been pretty excited about what those things are. And so I'm going to let you speak a little bit to that. But with that being said, I kind of want to talk about first thing is the event that's coming up in May. Tell us a little bit about that.
Okay, so the event in May, we're still we're trudging along. You know, we're still collecting sponsors, donors, still looking for partners. We have a few things donated. We have some commitments, so we're still waiting for those to come in. But yeah, we're still on track. The tickets are set to go to the public April 6th. So right now, the members have a chance to snag as many seats as they can. It'll be limited seating, so once it does go live to the public, they'll need to jump on it when they're ready.
Yeah, what is the event? Who's going to be there?
Alan West is going to be our keynote speaker, so we're excited about that. And we're going to have some raffles, door prizes. Depending on what we get donated, we're going to see if we can do a silent auction, something along those lines. So it'll be fun. But yeah, we're excited about Lieutenant Colonel Alan West. That's going to be a good one for us to have.
You know what? I don't think you can get any more exciting than that. That is really neat to have such a prestigious individual coming down there to talk to us and and talking about just basically loving our country and what we can do for it. So that's pretty awesome. But with that being said, you've also been working with with different vendors and that really enjoy what we're doing. That really think pretty highly of what Texas Freedom Protectors is all about. So one of them that I really like, you got several, but I kind of want to focus on I shouldn't focus on one. There's many, and I appreciate everybody. Tell me about the what is it called? Sheepdog? Talk to me about that.
Sheepdog Response. That's Tim Kennedy's group. They do some amazing training. Really, it's real world. It's not this perfect situations. It's real teaching. It's going to be practical. Really good stuff. So he's donated a $2,000 package, and basically they choose their date, their location. Now, of course, they got to cover their lodging, traveling, and food, but it's 2 or 3 days worth of training. They get to go through the catalog. They get to pick whichever one it is that they want to do, and then away they go.
And again, it's called. Say it again. What's the name of it again?
It's Sheepdog Response is the name of the
So,
company. Yeah.
so I encourage everybody to go look them up and kind of see what Chaz is talking about, because that's pretty exciting. It's a $2,000 package,
Right.
and all you got to do is get there. That's your responsibility. But that whole training is paid for you if you win that package, right? So that's a pretty.
The good thing is they're pretty nationwide. They've got some kind of training set up in almost every state. So, and I know California is a new one that they just started. So we've turned this into a raffle for everybody. Anybody in the United States can raffle off for this, and the live drawing will be May 28th via the website that we're using, which is Better World. And so anybody's eligible. They don't have to be present to win this one. Now our other auctions and our other raffles you had to be present for, but this one we're going to turn out for anybody in the United States, anybody that's interested.
So we'll make sure that when we post this video that we put the link down where they can go to if they want to get some tickets for that. So you get. And I think you said, did you say they're $25, or did I hear that right?
$20 a ticket.
$20. Okay, even less. That's even better. So $20 a ticket. So we'll put the link down there if somebody wants to put that in. Hey, not only are you helping the organization, but you have an opportunity to be able to go to some really cool training. So definitely look at that website. We'll put the links down there so that you guys can go check that out. And we invite everybody that wants to have that opportunity to jump on that. Very, very cool. So let me ask you another question. There's some other things that you've been working on, again, that not a lot of people know, and it's pretty exciting stuff. Again, tell me, is it Guide Point? Excuse me, I want to make sure I got that right.
It's GuideStar.
GuideStar. Tell me about GuideStar.
When we did this 501c and we got our status out, I thought that was going to be the end of it. That's the hard part. Now it's all downhill, but man, I tell you, there's so much more to that. GuideStar basically is a website that collects everybody's all the charities information, make sure we're in good standing, and what they do is they give you a rating based on your transparency, which is good because we're public funded. We're not a private business, so the more comfortable people are with our transparency, the more comfortable they will be with donations. So GuideStar is the top one. That's what everybody uses. So we're on there. We've got a silver seal so far. So we're still got a little ways to go to get to platinum, but we're working on that. But what that does is it opens the door for Amazon Smile. So once we finally get that done, then we can post a link for people to know where to find us, how to find us, and we'll get a little donate. I think it's 0.5% for what everybody buys from Amazon, but it opens the door to the Facebook charities and all the other charities that are out there. That almost everybody uses GuideStar as a starting point for charities.
So let me touch a little bases on Amazon Smile. I just want to make sure I understand this correctly. So Amazon Smile, for a lot of people that don't know, I am a YouTuber. So I have my another YouTube channel. With that being said, I have awesome viewers, and sometimes some of the things that I talk about in that survival and self reliance channel is they're able to go and find the things, and actually a small portion, when they buy them, a small portion actually comes to our channel, which works, which is really awesome, and I appreciate our subscribers. With that being said, and it doesn't cost any more. It's the same exact thing. So it's really cool for my subscribers, and it's really cool for our channel. But when I go buy something, I can't participate in that, right? So when I buy something, Amazon gets the whole thing, right? So so now, from what I understand, in your case, or in the case of the organization, Texas Freedom Protectors, because they are now a charitable organization, what you're saying, and tell me if I'm correct. Now, if I want to go on Amazon and buy like normal, I can now go through Amazon Smile, pick the organization as my charitable contribution, and buy like I normally do, and it doesn't cost me any more.
Yeah,
And
there's no edit fee.
but a small portion will go to the organization. Is that correct?
Mhm. That's
Well,
correct.
that is pretty cool because now I'm buying anyway, and so that kind of, if I'm able to help the organization because I'm buying anyway, and it's the organization I love, obviously. So some of you, if you're looking at doing that and buying from Amazon, which a lot of us do on a regular basis, yeah, I do because I test a lot of different uh, products, and so I'm on there on a regular basis. So if you decide that you want to do that, think about that as far as maybe considering the organization as one of your charitable contributions and being able to help them if you already buy it anyway and it doesn't cost anything extra. So that's a pretty cool thing for many other people, and they get to know us, and for our members as well. So that's pretty awesome. Thanks, Chaz. I mean, it's just a neat little stuff that you're coming up with the organization, and also where the members can actually have a way to be able to help. And as we grow and we show that transparency and we help in the community, others can do the same exact thing. So that's some pretty cool stuff. So thank you again.
Mhm.
Now I'm going to ask you one last question. The S We've been talking a lot about SOPs and some changes. What are some of those changes? Do you mind if I ask you that?
I know another one the board has discussed and we need to bring to the members still is the removal of our intelligence team. Um, there's really not a role for that for what we're doing. So we'll be removing that. The team's already disbanded, so it's really just a formality in the paperwork. So that's the new big changes coming to the SOP is that.
Yeah, and I remember talking about that, and that just makes sense, right? So as an organization, we're very transparent, we're very open, so everybody knows exactly what we're doing as an organization, how we support. Colonel Brady is probably the biggest one on this one, and I'll tell you what, he's a big driving force, and he loves this next thing that I'm going to say. We are big on supporting our law enforcement, and he is big. He is big on that, and that's a passion for him. Probably more so than anybody in the organization. It's passion for all of us, but I can tell you what, he's very passionate about that, and he has met with a lot of law enforcement and built those relationships. So that which is really cool, and we appreciate all the work that he's done with that. But so that SOP going away is it makes total sense because that's where you're, and the SOP says, just for those that didn't know before, that was really our team to go out there and check, is it okay, to support these things. But now, since we deal with law enforcement directly and supporting and helping them, we don't need that anymore.
You
And it
know,
just makes total sense. And you want to be open with the public and open with law enforcement when we're helping at those events in any way, shape, or form. Whether it's just directing people, whether it's with whatever they have us do. So
right.
we have some good opportunities with that. So and Colonel Brady again has spearheaded that and building those relationships. So we appreciate that. Okay, so let me let we have one more person here that I have not introduced. And Colonel Brady, I'm gonna let you do that. Go ahead and introduce the individual that we have here.
Well, it's definitely my pleasure to introduce our CFO, our Chief Financial Officer, Daniel Smith. Daniel is one of the hardest working individuals. He's not much to look at, but he's a very hard working individual who has we have really picked up steam with him as our CFO. He spearheads, the financial decision and all the audits and thing that goes along with being a 501c3, everything that goes along with being a non-for-profit state organization. And so just truly an outstanding job. And it's my pleasure to introduce our CFO, Daniel Smith.
Daniel, Daniel, welcome to the welcome to the Commander's Corner. I really appreciate you taking the time to be here. We've had plenty of opportunity to talk, and for those that don't know Daniel, I tell you what, like the Colonel said, he does some amazing stuff behind the scenes that we just don't know, and he's the guy that's on the financial side of the world that keeps us out of trouble and directs us in the right direction as to what we need to do and how we need to approach that. Daniel, I appreciate you being here, and so when people, if Daniel's reaching out to anybody, make sure that you answer back to him. So it's probably pretty important. So but Daniel, there is a couple of questions that I wanted to ask you. Is
Yes, sir.
Now with the organization, we are a bona fide charity. This is exciting. This is really cool. But again, there's some things that we're still learning, right? So
Yes.
with these now, with having our charter now approved, what are some of the things that come with that?
We have to have very good record keeping now. We still have to report to the IRS, even though we are a 501c3. We have to do a yearly filing on income, expenditures, and so forth. So it's going to be real down to the paperwork and making sure we keep track of what's coming from where and going to whom. It is a big job. It does keep me busy, but I wouldn't be afloat if it weren't for Chaz. I will acknowledge that Chaz has been my helping hand through all of this. So I do appreciate his help.
Well, that's how we make everything work, right? The
Yes,
teamwork
sir.
makes the dream work, right? That's the
Yes, sir.
yeah, and we're able to reach out to each other and ask those questions, and you, sir, have done an awesome job. We can reach out to you anytime, and you help us out and get through those questions. Let me ask you some questions from the zone at the zone level. Now I have talked to um, uh, I apologize. I'm having a little technical difficulty. Okay, there we go. Okay. Again, I apologize. Hold on. You always have this. So you know what? We got to have a good laugh. We always have some kind of technical difficulties here and there. I think I just resolved it. So I think we're good. So now with that being said, Daniel, so the question from the zone level side is some zones want to be able to do some events and or be able to do whether it be a community service or whatever the case may be, and they have asked. We had discussed having funds for zones, but I don't know all the intricacies. So can you explain a little bit of the zone funds?
Certainly. At this point, since we are just getting our feet wet and we're building our funds, right now every zone gets 50% of a paid membership. And those funds are available to the zone for training or meet and greets that needs to go through the captain of that zone for approval. And it's a very easy approval process. It's just that we have to make sure where the money's going and we have receipts and so on and so forth. Now, if there's a zone that is absent a captain, the lieutenant or first sergeant can reach out to Lieutenant Commander Quiones for approval for those funds, and we will see what is available. Now that we are established as a 501c3, we will be redesigning those funds for the zone so that it's not tied to the membership, so that we'll have extra funds and be able to help those zones that may not have as many members as another zone, so that we can spread it evenly so everybody gets the same chance to have those trainings and community service projects. Maybe they need gas or they need brakes, whatever they need. We'll do our best to provide that for those zones. The captains of those zones just need to reach out to me via email, via GroupMe, if they have my phone number, and we can get those things squared away.
And I would probably add, and correct me if I'm wrong, is and me highly recommended as obviously as one of the approving members is the lieutenants and captains make sure that you get with Daniel and know what funds you have available with your membership. So that way you can be able to budget and plan throughout the year for things that you may want to accomplish, or even recognize that, hey, we need to work a little bit more to create some of those funds. Would you agree with that?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The more members that they can get in their zone, the better their fund will be at this time.
Right.
But yes, they will need to contact us in advance to find out what their fund balance is before they make any decisions or spend any money.
Right, and this also includes, and please correct me if we have an event where we have a disaster that we're going to be helping out. It's not only just the zone funds, but as the overall organization will be able to supply funds if the organization is going to support and promote that disaster response. Would you agree with that?
Oh, yes, sir. Definitely. Once we have the funds built up, we can. Right now, with limited funds, we're limited as to what we can do to help them along that path. But our goal is to fund every trip for whoever's going as far as food and fuel, so that no one's out of pocket.
All right. So everybody need to make sure that you're reaching out to Daniel, and again, very important person in the organization. I can't say how important and how major a key role spot that he holds in helping us out, but he will be able to guide you and give you the information that you need. Again, make sure that before you do anything that you get that approval ahead of time through your chain of command, and then ultimately through Daniel. So that way we don't go spend money and then wasn't approved because you know how that goes. So there is such a thing as better to beg for forgiveness and ask for permission. Not in this case. So, so make sure that we follow the proper procedures to do that. And Daniel, I really appreciate you being here tonight because we really wanted to make sure that everybody knew who you were and the important key role position that you play. So thank you for everything that you do, sir.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much for having me, sir.
Okay, so with that being said, I'm gonna share a couple of things that's going on, and before we close that. So I've got a couple of notes here, and one of the biggest things I want to talk about is is real quickly. As an organization, we're all about community service and helping our fellow Americans, and especially in disasters or even in everyday situations. There's a lot of opportunities out there to be able to help. We just had members go and deliver. And I want to throw some names out there. So forgive me if I miss anybody. Please forgive me. But I know in Nick Nicholson and and Mr. Tony Sutherland got together and they just did a donation run. I don't remember the organization that they went to, but they needed supplies and they were there and got the supplies to them that they needed. Pretty excited about that. Good job to those individuals. We also had who am I thinking? Zone 8. Help me out here, team. Zone 8, Don
Hall.
Don Hall in Zone 8 also got his team together out there, and they also went and made a delivery to another organization. This is really exciting stuff. They're out there, and they're helping the community. And, that's what we're about. That's what this organization is about, helping people that need it. So I know that there's another donation going to a battered women's shelter, I believe. So that's going to be happening, I think, over probably the next 2 weeks. So that's pretty exciting. So I want to thank everybody out there that's stepping forward and helping out. A lot of the stuff, it really has just been donated from the members, and the donations to buy food as well has been donated by the members. So we really appreciate our membership because they really put their heart and and they put their money and they put their time to help people in the community that really need it, and that says a lot about our members. So we really appreciate them for doing that, and there's more opportunities for us to be able to help. So just definitely get together with your zone leaders and to be able to participate in that as well. Some of the things that are also going on is we've got some different trainings that have been happening here lately. I know that down in Zone One, Rusty did a training, and it was like kind of like stop the bleed, really emergency medical type stuff. And we really appreciate the him stepping up and setting that up for that zone, and not just for that zone. He invited other people from all over the place to be. He opens it up for everybody. And you know what? That's probably one of the hardest things to do is to do the training, is to actually plan the training and then provide the training. That's a hard thing to do, and you have to reach out of your comfort zone. And you know what? And he did that well. So we really appreciate that he did that. We've had some trainings here also that Tony Sutherland had just done last month for the first aid. So good job to him. We really appreciate that he did that, organizing that over there in Whitesboro, Texas. So we appreciate him out there. I know that we have some self-defense training coming up this next coming weekend within the organization. We have next month we have ham radio training for those that want to get qualified as a technician level. So there's an opportunity to be able to do that. Get together with Nick Nicholson, who's been setting that up, and that'll be out of Denton, Texas, I believe. I think that's where it's out of. So and we appreciate the local group there that's putting it on. So there's lots of great groups that are wanting to help the community, and they provide that training at what are they doing? I think it's like $25 for that training is what he said. But man, they're giving a radio away if you go there. They're your free membership for a year. I mean, it's you can't beat what they're doing. And so there's other great communities, people doing great community stuff in the community for us, and we're teaming up with them and to be a part of that. So if you want to do that, reach out to Nick Nicholson for that, and we appreciate him doing that. The couple of other things I wanted to touch bases is these obviously these are the upcoming events. If there's any other events we're going to be doing, make sure that we're plugging those into the events calendar in each of the zones so that everybody knows and has an opportunity to be a part of that. And one other group, which I'm really proud of, is Zone 9 as well, that just did I believe Dogwood Trails is the name of the event, and they actually had a table in the booth out there, and it was a membership drive, and it was very successful. We had a great group of people that showed up there, and the leadership showed up there. I was really proud to see that, and that's what it's all about: getting out in the community, letting them know who you are, and helping in the community. So that's what we want to do. We want to give more to the community as we can. So very excited about that. And then the only thing that I would finish with is as leaders, I would let everybody know all the way down to our zone sergeants in the county sergeants to make sure that our part of our job is to grow our leaders. We're very proud of our leaders that we have out there. We have some great people doing some awesome things, and we appreciate you. And it's our job as leaders to help you grow, to help you be successful, and the captains and the lieutenants to help the sergeants as well to be successful. By helping each other, we will grow the organization. We'll be able to reach more people in the community that need our help. And the more people in the organization means that there's more people throughout the state. So when we're having an issue someplace, we're able to communicate and have some people that can help right away. We just had the tornadoes up in Bowie. Colonel, is that correct? Up in Jacksboro area?
Yeah, that's absolutely correct. We got hit pretty hard. Jacksboro got hit harder, but not a whole lot of loss of life, thank God. Just mostly just damage, and so we're thankful for that.
And up in Zone 8, we just got a call for some help with chainsaws and all that from a lady on the Facebook page, and one of our members reached out, and actually I just got a message back from one of our zone first sergeants, so that he's checking on that, which is That's what it's all about. So the more we grow the organization, the more people that are in it in more areas, we'll be able to touch more lives. And so that's pretty exciting. To me, that's really exciting. That's what our organization's about. That's pretty much all I had to cover. But before I go, I wanted to give the opportunity still to the team. Daniel, did you want to add anything else besides the questions that I asked you?
No, but I can be reached by anyone. If they have any questions, they're more than welcome to reach out to me, and I'll do the best I can to answer their questions.
Daniel, again, thank you. I appreciate you being here tonight, and sharing with everybody on the financial side that they don't get to see very often. So I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Our commanding officer, Jazz, anything else besides that you may want to add, or any departing words that I may have missed, sir? Go ahead.
No, I think you do a pretty good job. I would just say, the bulk of our leadership is veterans. The bulk of our board is veterans, and so being pretty heavily leaning in the veteran side of things, I think it's good for us to remember we're able to continue service even after we get out of the military. So that's another benefit that we're finding with this group is not just our communities but ourselves. So I think it's a great thing, and it's something to focus on.
And I'll share one more thing. I'm glad you said that. Is and I'll throw this name out there, Mr. Jim Redman. He's one of our captains, and and I love this statement that he's made, that he never had the opportunity to serve in the military, and but that he loves the camaraderie we have because it's a lot like the military. And so and it's not that it's a military thought process, but it's the family. The family, that's a portion of it, and the camaraderie, and so that's pretty exciting. And so we have people all across the scope, military, non-military, and they're just awesome people, and we're pretty lucky. And to your point, having that feeling, that camaraderie as an organization is pretty exciting. So it's not just a business or an organization and people. We're actually members, and we operate as a family, and we communicate a lot that way. So it's pretty cool. That's a good point. Thank you. Colonel, I'm gonna let you finish it up. Do you have anything that I may have missed, or did you have some other things that you wanted to share?
I really just want everybody to know that the people we have in this organization, people that are truly outstanding individuals, they truly care. They want to help, and you know what? We need more of them. So I would like to ask all of our members and all people joining Texas Freedom Protectors to give us a try, because we are really on the front lines out there. We want to be there to help people, help others, and I use this term quite often is responsible recruiting. We want, people who want to be there to help, and we want people to join our organization that are, first of all, good people, good solid records. Nothing too messy in the past. But we most definitely want you on our team, and we need you on our team. And to be successful, we always have to continue to grow. And if an organization is not growing, it's dying. And so we want to continue to grow. We want you to think about us. We want you to give us a shot. Any questions? Anybody here on this video? We'll take a call or a question point of the night if it means possibly a new member make a difference. So that's what we're all about, is making a difference, and all of us out there right should be recruiting responsibly.
I appreciate those last words. That, to your point, there's some good people that are out there, and Chaz said this on our last get together. That we're a mag now, and so there's a lot of people that are looking for a mag to be able to join, because to be able to gain that training, to be able to learn from each other and be able to have a support system as well. So it's not only helping the community, it's helping each other. And so that's what we're looking for. We're looking for some great people that want to be part of an organization, that want to be part of somebody they can call in an emergency themselves, and not just to go reach out and help others, but also be able to help each other. And so and that's what I call family, so that people that you can count on. And it may be a dysfunctional family at times, but they were still a family. So so thank you. I appreciate that. And I want to close just reminding everybody that the event in May, get your tickets. It's going to be a great event. It's pretty exciting. If you haven't got your tickets yet, get on there and order them. I'll figure out where to put the links down there, and so that way you can go ahead and check that out. Same thing with the sheepdog. Help me out again.
Sheepdog
I'm
response.
old. I'm old. I forget things. So the sheepdog response. So again, I appreciate everybody watching this video. We appreciate our members. We appreciate those that help and assist, and those that aren't members that are willing to come in and help and assist as well. And if you're not a member yet, join up. We're looking for some great people, and and if you're still looking into to see to get the feeling and the comfort level, that's okay. Reach out and meet up some of the leadership, meet up some of the members, come out to some of the events, show up to our May event, and get your tickets and be there. We'd love to meet you, and what a great opportunity to meet you and meet Colonel Alan West at the same exact time. So that's pretty cool. So again, we appreciate everybody that for watching this video and giving us the opportunity to share with you what's going on within the organization. And we look forward to talking to you again next month. And if there's some questions that you have, shoot us a text down there, that comment section, and we'll try to get those on our next get together. Again, thank you. You all have a blessed day, and we'll see you all later.